Hey viewers, welcome back to WeCodeNoCode. Google has just launched Gemini 3. Imagine turning sparks into stories, ideas into action plans, and your imagination into reality instantly. This is the world's most powerful multimodal AI, packed with agentic and vibe coding skills. Gemini 3 Pro gets your context, understands your intent, and gives you exactly what you need with way less prompting. And the best part? Gemini 3 Pro is live now on the Gemini app and Google AI Studio. In this video, we're going to quickly explore a few real examples on both the Gemini app and Google AI Studio to see exactly how this new model has improved and why it's so much better than before. From understanding complex prompts to generating smarter, faster, and more accurate results. Let's dive in. Now, let's jump into our first example. We'll head over to Google Gemini and open the Canvas feature. Here, we'll give it a simple but powerful prompt. Build a simulation for racing car driving. Within seconds, Gemini 3 starts generating the full simulation setup, from the environment and controls to the driving mechanics, all inside the canvas. What's impressive is how accurately it understands the intent behind the prompt. It not only builds the simulation, but also organizes the code, explains the logic, and even suggests improvements. This is where you really begin to see the power of Gemini 3. It's faster, more responsive, and way more capable of handling complex, multi-step tasks with almost no extra prompting. Now, let's try another example, something completely different from coding. This time, we'll ask Gemini to create a full PowerPoint presentation on the NoCode ecosystem and AI. All we do is type the prompt, and Gemini 3 immediately starts building the entire deck from scratch. It generates a clean title slide, outlines each section, adds talking points, and even suggests graphics or visuals that fit the theme. What's impressive is how well it understands the structure of a professional presentation. Introduction, industry overview, key players, how AI is transforming no-code platforms, real-world use cases, future predictions, and a concluding slide. Gemini doesn't just create slides, it creates context. It explains why no-code matters, how AI amplifies it, and what opportunities this opens for creators, developers, and businesses. It even offers optional speaker notes so you can deliver the presentation confidently. With a single prompt, you get a polished deck that easily looks like something made in hours, not seconds. Next, we'll push it even further. This time, we're going to ask Gemini to create a complete pitch deck for a startup selling agro-products. With just a single prompt, Gemini 3 instantly begins structuring the entire investor-ready deck, starting with a strong title slide, a clear problem statement, the market opportunity, the solution, product highlights, business model, go-to-market strategy, competitive advantage, financial projections, and a closing slide. What stands out here is how well Gemini understands the tone and purpose of a pitch deck. It naturally writes in a persuasive, investor-focused style, while also highlighting the strengths of the agro-product business. It even suggests visuals, charts, and data points you can include to make the deck look more compelling and professional. In seconds, you get a clean, structured, and fully presentable pitch deck that would normally take hours or even days to put together. It's really amazing to see how quickly Gemini 3 can understand the intent, structure the content, and generate something so professional with almost no effort from our side. Now let's head over to Google AI Studio and see how Gemini 3 performs on the developer side. Here you can see the preview in the model selection, and we now have the option to choose Gemini 3 Pro. Google AI Studio selects this model by default, but you can switch to another model if you need to. Now, we'll quickly jump into the Build section and try creating various landing pages for different businesses. What I personally noticed is that the design quality has improved drastically. With just a single one-liner prompt, this model produces stunning layouts, beautiful typography, clean calligraphy, modern fonts, and visually impressive themes. But before we start generating our own, let's head over to the gallery and explore some of the beautifully crafted landing pages, websites, and even games that showcase what Gemini 3 can really do. Now I've opened few landing pages from the gallery, and just look at how beautiful these are. Each one feels like it was crafted by a professional designer. The themes are clean and modern, the typography is sharp, and the font choices are perfectly balanced, not too loud, not too subtle. The colors blend so well that every section feels intentional, almost like the page is guiding your eyes exactly where they need to go. The layouts are polished, with smooth spacing and a visual hierarchy that just makes sense. Some of these even have light animations that bring the whole design to life. Buttons that glide, sections that fade in, and elements that move just enough to feel premium without being distracting. Every landing page has its own unique vibe. One is bold and energetic, another is calm and minimal, and feels like a high-end brand website. What's impressive is that these aren't templates from a designer. These are generated by Gemini 3. And honestly, the quality is stunning. It really shows how far the design capabilities have evolved. Now let's try it ourselves. We'll ask Google AI Studio to build a landing page for an online luxury boutique. And in just a few seconds, look at this. The landing page it generates is absolutely beautiful. It looks so premium, professional, and incredibly stunning, it genuinely gives off true luxury vibes. The layout is clean, the typography feels elegant, the colors are rich and refined, and the overall style looks like something a high-end brand would proudly use. I can't even explain how impressed I am. I genuinely loved it. Now next, we'll try to build a landing page for an online luxury jewelry boutique. With just one simple prompt, Google AI Studio gets to work. And again, within seconds, it delivers another beautiful design. The page looks elegant, premium, and rich in detail, with refined typography, sophisticated color tones, and a layout that truly feels crafted for a high-end brand. But this time, even though the design looks stunning, the overall result isn't as impressive as before. And that's completely fine. It might simply be because our prompt didn't explain the requirements thoroughly enough. A slightly more detailed prompt would probably give us a much stronger, more accurate result, I believe. Well, let's try one last one and see what we get. This time, we'll ask it to build a landing page for an online luxury fragrance lab and boutique. With just a single prompt, Gemini jumps into action, and within a few seconds, it generates a completely new design tailored perfectly to the fragrance theme. The layout feels soft and elegant, the mood is warm and aromatic, and the color palette has that high-end premium touch, muted golds, deep blacks, and clean whites. The typography looks refined and delicate, almost like a luxury perfume brand's signature style. Even the spacing and visual flow feel intentional, giving the whole page a rich, immersive fragrance lab aesthetic. It genuinely looks like something crafted for a premium perfume house, classy, modern, and visually inviting. And with this, we'll wrap up today's video. There's so much more to explore inside Google Gemini 3 and Google AI Studio, from unique prompts to new design variations and endless creative possibilities. So jump in, experiment, and see what amazing things you can build. If you discover something interesting, drop it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to WeCodeNoCode and hit the bell icon so you never miss upcoming tutorials. I've got a lot more exciting AI and no-code projects, tools, and demos coming your way. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep building, keep experimenting, and I'll see you in the next one.